Hey everybody, Edo here, and the good folks at Kids Table sent me a copy of Problem Picnic Attack of the Ants by Scott Almes. Now, I remember when this was on Kickstarter, I did not do a preview, but I was curious about it, and this is a really neat dexterity game with a lot of different sort of classic Almes set collection aspects going on in here. If you have played Best Treehouse Ever, there's some different elements that have a feel in the scoring side of things. But this game has your bunch of ants trying to get some food and food plates. But what I love about this game most is the use of dice. There are small scout dice, normal ant dice or worker dice, and then soldier ant dice. And this is a I think this is a D12. And what a cool way to use dice. It's a dexterity game in that you're sitting back a little bit and you're rolling the dice onto the table, trying to get them to land on the different food plates. And they're a little bit more spacious, so you could never actually land on two at the same time. But and everyone's doing it, and it's a little like bocce in that you can knock ants off, and you're trying to get ants on, and the player has the most ants of their color showing wins that plate of food. You would be amazed how hard it is to successfully target and roll dice on a table from a distance onto a spot. I mean, there may be people who are good at it, but the different size dice keeps it off balance and really steps it up. I think that dice hawking mechanic is super neat. Then he builds all these systems around it that work. So you're collecting the plates, and then once you do, you get them like this in your ant hill, and then you start building this out, and you can build it out in different directions as you go. And what you're doing by doing that is you're building towards different types of sets. Biggest contiguous group, plates in a line, different foods in a line, just all these different things for victory points at the end of the game. And then you also have sort of your typical most food, most watermelon, most blue plates, that kind of thing. So you're sort of targeting different plates in order to try to work on those sets and those bonuses. I have to say, it's a hard enough dexterity game where I think the amount of sort of care that goes into trying to win these things is a little bit frustrating. Like if I'm going to be trying so hard to be getting bonuses and amounts and things and sets, you want to have agency, and it's pretty hard to like consistently get what you want on the dice rolling. I mean, maybe if I played it 100 times, but I play this enough that it's still pretty tough, especially with a bigger group of players. That's not a big deal. Like, it still works and the scoring's still balanced, but I did there's a little bit of like, man, I'm just trying to get that blue plate, and it's like impossible. The other really neat thing about this game that stands out to me is how good a job it does leveling the playfield every round. When you win a piece of food, you as a player, with the exception of the soldier die, all of those dice go to the puddle for the winning player. Other player on the food get it back, but the winning player, their ants get taken out for a round. So it really has a nice banding of keeping the players together. Also, if you're the losing player, you start around with a special ability, whether they're the wing dance or the shoe, which is this big shoe tile in here. Lots of cool stuff. For a simple game, like super fun and thematic, and everything's interesting, and you have a table full of ants, I like this game. It was cute. It was fun with friends and adults alike. You just need people who want to play dexterity games. If you don't like dexterity games and the inaccuracy of trying to roll for what you want, then it's not for you. And I think the draw of sort of trying to make sets and stuff can make that frustrating for that player that doesn't like the dice roll, who's like, I just can't stand not getting my blue plate, and I'm frustrated. I was very impressed. The quality of the components is good, and I think it's a lot of fun. So subscribe, share all that good stuff. Most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.